Just a Little Batty, Chapter 3, Frostbitten, Twice Shy.
I stood atop the battlements and laughed in the face of death. Ordnance whizzed past me as our enemies laid siege to our mighty bastion. Our pitiful foes winded to the true glory of our crusade. Not! Appleboom poked me in the most insubordinate fashion. Y'all right there? You've been just kind of cackling for the last 5 minutes without throwing a single shot. You dare question your deathful overlord? I looked down just in time for a snowball to pass right through where my head had been. Flecks of snow and ice flaked off, hitting the back of my neck. The enemy is at the gates! Send them back, my minions! Back to whence they came! I bared my fangs in a manic grin before standing up once more. Screep! I was dragged into the trenches as a barrage of snowballs came right at me.
"Oh, you Batty mare, will you be quiet already?" The distinct accent of Pipsqueak came out from the enemy fortifications. "We'd love to toss you to pieces, lass. Remember, you're making our bloody ears bleed." I grinned at Applebloom, kneading the snow in front of me as she scowled at me. It was psychological warfare. "Don't give me that mumbo-jumbo." Applebloom stuck her tongue out at me. "You're lucky I wasn't throwing snowballs at you, too." Right, well, I began to pack the snow at my feet into fine frozen ammo. I guess it's time to get back to it then. Finishing my work, I sat still, ears twitching, and the soft thrumping of snowballs hitting the barricades washed over me. Occasionally, a pony would giggle after a successful hit, while their target would squeak from the cold. Beneath it all, however, I was trying to find a certain sound. If I could just find the soft shuffling from there! I peeked over our fortifications and whipped a snowball towards an enemy spot in the enemy line. Just as a goal popped up to throw his own missile, my own smacked him in the face. Score! I popped back down before any pony could take advantage of me poking above our defenses. "Hell did you!" Applebloom looked between me and the enemy, peering through one of the arrow slits I'd insisted on including. I heard him start to stand up, so I stood up and fired first. I waggled my ears. "That'll be so proud." "Well, that's nifty. You just keep on doing that, then." She craned her head around. "Hey, Scoots, how y'all and Sweetie holding up?"
We're wet, but good. Scoots hollered back. One of the walls kind of collapsed on us, but at least we won't run out of snow for snowballs anytime soon.
"Well, we're not,"
Diamond wailed.
"Half the class is focusing on me and Silver. We're sitting ducks here."
You got this front? I looked at Applebloom.
"Well, it ain't like you've been doing much."
Applebloom waved a huff. Nodding to her, I hunkered down and began to crawl through the trenches to one of the other barricades. They were narrow passages, hastily made due to time constraints, but I could wiggle through unseen and safe if I kept low. I had to wiggle more, at some times more than others, as the passage would occasionally lean in from improper backing, but it wasn't so. I shivered as both walls of ice scraped against my wings and barrels. All right, maybe it was bad at times. The others really needed to learn how to build a proper snow fort. Extra narrow trenches, collapsing walls. Next they'd be telling me the citadel housed an abandoned secret tunnel to the schoolhouse or some nonsense. Something our foes could use to sneak inside and wreak havoc from within. I poked my head into the Diamond Brigade's barricade, only to be yoinked into an icy embrace.
"Oh, thank Celestia, we're saved."
Diamond squeezed me from the grip of death itself, her coat dripping with slush.
"She can't save us if you're choking her, Diamond."
Silver failed to hide a small smile.
I never seen you hug up another pony so tightly. Oh, sorry."
Diamond dropped me. "It's all right." I resisted the urge to shake myself dry. "Now report the situation." There was a rapid thwarping as a series of snowballs slammed into the walls around us.
"That's our problem."
Diamond huddled into me.
"Like half the school set up their bases on our end, and they've been pelting us non-stop.
The thwopping continued steadily. They ruined my mane, my coat, and even my hoofacure. Diamond shoved her hoof in my face. Look, I even used extra waterproof hoof polish today, and they still managed to ruin it. Okay. I wrapped my wings around her until she stopped shivering. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for them to run out of ammo, and then we're going to pop up and hit them before they begin firing. You got that? They both nodded. Good. I bared my fangs in a grin. Now, follow my lead. I sat back to the wall and began backing snowballs until they were extra firm. They wouldn't cause any real harm. But no pony focused down my troops and got away with it. Passing them out to Diamond and Silver, I motioned for them to wait. Together, we waited for the thumping to end, and then, when it finally did, all enemy fires ceased, and I strained my ears to the limits. Wait for it. Wait for it. Fire! I popped up and threw with all my strength. Diamond and Silver did likewise, throwing their snowballs right towards where I'd thrown my own. Then, right on cue, a group of unicorn fillies popped up to throw, and my shot hit one squarely in the face. Eep! She jumped in shock and went right into the path of Diamond and Silver's shots. Diamond's hitting her right in the horn. Ah! There went the gathering of snowballs she'd been levitating, right onto her friends, causing them to drop their snowballs. They were probably as wet, if not wetter, than Diamond and Silver were now. Score! Unfortunately, I savored victory for too long. The combined firepower from the other forts turned on me before I could back down, and blasted me to the back of our settlements. There I dripped to the ground, stars swirling around my head as Diamond and Silver ran up to me.
Why didn't you duck?
Diamond nudged me with a hoof.
Even we knew to duck.
Silver pulled me to my hoof. Oh, it is so on! I stumbled a bit, shaking my head, before grinning like a loon under moon. Do either of you girls have anything that'll work as earplugs in your bags?
I have earmuffs,
Diamond offered. Not good enough on their own. I pulled at their scarves. These might work if we mix them with earmuffs, though.
What are you going to do?
Diamond cocked her head to the side as I began wrapping the scarf around her ears. I'm going for a frontal assault. The thumping of snowballs momentarily ceased as my shout carried over the schoolyard.
Pardon my pip, but you're absolutely batty.
Diamond stomped a hoof.
You're crazy if you think that will work.
She stood fuming for a few seconds before Diamond snickered.
Batty, Diamond? What?
Diamond sniffed, pointing her snoot upwards.
It's just a turn of phrase.
Trust me, girls. Now, can one of you empty your bags for me? Mine are back with apple bloom, and it'll waste precious time to go back and get them.
My hoof-crafted designer saddlebags.
Silver sighed at her. Here, take mine. I stopped bringing anything fancy with me a while ago.
Too hard to get all the tree sap out.
Thanks. I emptied Silver's stuff into Diamond's bags, and then started loading the bags with snowballs. You ready?
What?
I looked up to see the two of them, heads wrapped in scarves and earmuffs clamped down. Sighing, I gestured for them to briefly remove the earwear. You ready? I'm gonna need cover fire.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
They snapped their earmuffs back in place and saluted. I'm not a... I shook my head. Doesn't matter. Can't hear me.
What?
They shouted, and I sighed. After waiting for a massive hail of snowy ordnance to falter once more, I signaled Diamond and Silver and jumped over the battlements. Scream! I screeched as every pony pulled up to throw their next salvo. Nearly every pony flinched, and the ones who didn't lost their aim, throwing themselves aside. Unicorn telekinesis faltered, failing completely as Diamond and Silver began to lay into the enemy's ranks. No horn shots necessary. I was just that loud. I rushed across the field, continuing my auditory assault, and leaped behind the nearest enemy fort. Horse apples! A colt swore, letting go of his ear to scramble for a snowball. Rumble! Pip! We're under! Snowball to the snoot. I pelted him and his partner mercilessly as they ran up and out of their hidey hole. After they were gone, I stopped to catch my breath, ears flicking to catch any sound of their return. Restocking from their snowball collection, I took a step before leaping from concealment. Instantly, a barrage of snowballs hurtled towards me. Scree! Revenge is a dish best served cold! Most faltered as they threw again, but several stayed on target. I was forced to dodge and weave, propelling myself in great leaps as I flapped my wings. Each thrust kicked up a billowing snow clouds to further block me from sight, as my ears tracked the positions of enemy fortifications from their panicked shrieks.
Hit her before she gets here. Where even is she? I can't see her. Did she retreat?
I snickered under my breath before leaping over the next barricade to repeat my ruthless assault. Ah! Snow Demon! One of the fillies didn't even wait before bolting, and her friends didn't take much more convincing. Rinse, repeat. I slowly worked my way through the enemy encampment surrounding us. The horror! The horror!
Run for your lives! There's no stopping her. Stand your grounds and fight. It's just one filly.
No, I take it back. This filly is nuts.
Anywhere but there.
Scream! For the rest of recess, I hunted them all mercilessly. No remorse, no regret, no bring. Oh, cool. Recess is done. Popping out of the little bunker I was currently hiding in, I ran for the schoolhouse. See you all inside. Every pony else, sans the Crusaders, who stared at me with their mouths agape, continued to lie there, groaning and shivering. It's so cold.
I can't feel my frogs. What is she, a Wendigo?
Guys? I looked back at the rest of the class, cocking my head. Guys, are you all right? I needed the snow with one hoof. I know I kind of went all commando on you, but one last snowball hit me square in the face. My glasses ripped free from the force, and I immediately resisted the urge to blink the snow from my eyes, having seen how much moonlight the snow could reflect back in Canterlot. I shivered at the thought of glimpsing a snowfield as the sun glared down upon us. My glasses! My glasses! I hunkered down, sending out small clicks as I scrambled for the familiar plastic. My ears flicked as they picked up the returning echoes of my voice, but the results were muddied by the soft, powdery snow.
Smooth rumble!
Diamond Tiara ground from somewhere off to my side, the crunching of snow signaling the Crusaders' approach. What are you trying to do? Blind her? There was a loud huff, and I could just imagine the new heights her muzzle was reaching.
Don't be that way, Diamond.
I'm sure she didn't mean it, right? I could hear Apple Bloom's brow creaking upward as it arched. No, I didn't. Sorry doesn't cut it. Scoots buzzed her wings. Every pony else managed to avoid her glasses. I was pulled, half roughly, half gently, to my host. Here. Sweetie settled my glasses back on my head. Better? I hesitantly opened my eyes to see Sweetie Belle beaming at me. Honestly, the sun paled in comparison. Yes?
Good.
I twitched at the cheery voice that suddenly came from right behind me.
I'd hate for one of my students to be hurt, after all. Now, is every pony coming inside?
Yes, Miss Cheerilee. Most of the class groaned from their spots on the ground. I hesitated, licking my lips. Miss Cheerilee, how long have you been there?
I've been watching you since your little snow war began. I really didn't have anything to grate today.
And so you saw everything? I gulped, shuffling from hoof to hoof.
Mm-hmm.
She nodded. So you know about the screeching? My eyes were locked on my hose, still dripping from outside.
There might have been some ponies in Manhattan that didn't hear you, Nightingale.
And what did Dad tell you about it? I squirmed.
That it was to be used in emergencies only.
She patted my withers.
I'd say being outnumbered 4-1 counts as an emergency, though, wouldn't you?
What? I sneaked to peek upward to see her beaming at me.
I can't begrudge you a little fun. She only winked with a smirk. But it would be my fault if the news got back to your parents anyway. We were quite loud.
I kicked the ground. I'm sorry.
Oh, you've got nothing to be sorry for, Knight.
She chimed with that special cheer all teachers seem to possess.
Now, inside you go. All the others are waiting.
I ran inside, a small smile on my face. The girls and I ran into Sugar Cube Corner and began to shake ourselves dry.
Burn! That wind's cold.
Apple Bloom's bow dripped with dampness. It's not that bad. Scootaloo flicked slush everywhere. Diamond squealed and Scoot sprinkled on her.
Aim somewhere else that's not on us, Featherbrain.
Please do, Silver deadpan.
Also, Pegasus cheat. It's not that bad for you, because your coat is thicker than ours with all that flying you never do.
Hey!
Scoots fluffed up her chest and displayed her wings.
You take that back!
Girls, I squirmed. Well, it's true. Diamond didn't quite sneer, but her face made Scoots and I flinch. Girls, I ruffled my wings and tried again. Oh, come on, Diamond. No reason to be so snippy.
Apple Bloom stepped between us all.
I mean, unless you want us calling you on your own band's problems.
This time Diamond flinched, briefly glancing at me before shrinking under Scoot's glare. Sorry, Scootaloo. Whatever. Scootaloo huffed and walked towards the counter. Hey, Pinky! A round of 6 extra hot chocolates on DT's tab.
Already on it!
The baker was a whirlwind of motion, even as standing still, juggling 6 mugs, even as she cleaned them. Did she have 6 hooves? 2 for juggling, 2 for cleaning, and 2 for standing? Maybe she was just floating behind the counter.
Sorry about that, Sweetie mumbled to me as we headed over to the table. I know their arguing can be a bit...
Yeah, I agreed, not needing to hear the rest. We sat in a corner booth, shivering and silent. Our faces ranged from thoughtful frowns to scowls as the frigid misery from outside howled against the walls. Well, if you're all gonna be like this, I squirmed as I fought to free my wings from all sides. All together now, troops. Extending my wings, I managed to stretch them around every pony and pull them into a huddled mass. Ah, what are you doing, Knight? Scoots wriggled. Besides pulling a muscle, I shifted slightly to try and ease the tension in my back. Well, I'm sharing all our body heat, so you all will stop moping.
I'm not moping,
Diamond huffed. Oh, yes you are, I growled, showing all my teeth. And, as your platoon leader, I'm ordering you all to stop. Let's just relax and tell stories if we can't play outside. Make me! Scoots wiggled some more. I can, and I will. I felt a painful twinge as I pulled every pony in closer. Bite me! She continued to resist, leaving me no other choice. Stretching my neck out, I nipped Scootaloo in the ear. Ow! Scootaloo stopped to look at me for a moment before giggling. Oh, okay, really? All right, I'll behave. She squirmed into a more comfortable position. Freaking bat, ponies! That's Thestrals! I squeaked, pulling every pony closer still. We all shivered in much more companionable silence until the hot chocolate arrived. You're all just the cutest little... Pinky squeed, a little bit of foam in her mouth. Wait, no, that was just whipped cream. Here you go! 6 mugs, frothing with cream and sprinkles, were set before us. Pinky quickly pulled out a camera out of her mane and snapped a picture. Pronking away, she somehow failed to spill a single drop from her own mug, all while harboring heartwarming carols. How is she so... It's Pinky! Apple Bloom took a sip of her drink, and I felt the warmth of it radiate from her to me. So just don't worry about it. She's just so pink. I sipped my own hot chocolate and hummed, wings almost fluttering. Hey,
Careful with those wings, Diamond huffed. You'll let the heat out. Sorry, I grinned. This hot chocolate is just so good, though. Yeah, that doesn't matter if you slip up. Your wings make for a great blanket, you know. Yeah, it's Diamond, I know. Good. Diamond leaned into me. Because starting today, you're our official wing hugger. I swear, we could probably sell these at school. Please don't, I squirmed slightly. Sweetie stared into her mug. Definitely better than normal hugs. She looked to Scootaloo. Why is this the first time I'm getting one? First off, hugs are sappy. Second, have you seen my wings? I don't have the wings the size of elephants like Night here. Scoots buzzed their wings in irritation, and I snorted at the ticklish sensation. Scalding, bubbly hot chocolate sprayed on my nose all over the table. I thankfully avoided searing any pony other than myself. Oh, the burns. Oh, I massaged my muzzle with both forehooves. Give a little warning before you do that, Scootaloo. Scootaloo! The Pegasus grinned mischievously. Don't you My growls devolved into howls of laughter as I tried not to spill even more hot chocolate. I failed most spectacularly, showering all my friends thoroughly, and several hours later we left Sugar Cube Corner hot, sticky, and grinning like loons. My wings were cramped as tartars, and there were a few spots dotting my coat where the fur had been yanked out when we pulled apart, but I couldn't help but laugh.
Thank you all for listening. This has been Dreams of Ponies, and have a wonderful night.